There's some notation here that we want to make sure that you understand and be very careful with. Let me draw a triangle here. Suppose I got a triangle that's got a side length, let's say, of 2 and of 5. There's my right angle. So Pythagoras tells me, what do we got? 4, 25. So square root of 29 is the hypotenuse there. Call this angle theta right here. What's the sine of angle theta? Well, the sine of angle theta is the opposite over hypotenuse, so 2 over the square root of 29. Okay. Now the notation that I want to talk about here that we just saw in the previous lecture is this notation, right? Sine squared of theta. Literally, that means take the sine of theta and then square the result. So in this example, the sine of theta is 2 over the square root of 29. And so if I square that, I've got 2 squared over the square root of 29 squared, which is 4 over 29. Okay. The notation is you're squaring the sine. You're not squaring the angle. Right? You're figuring out what the sine of the angle is first, and then squaring the result. Likewise, any one of the trig functions, you can do that. If I say, what's the tangent squared of this angle? Literally, I mean take the tangent of the angle and then square the result. So here we have the tangent of the angle is 2/5. When I square that, I get 4/25. All right. That notation is very common, very common. We see it with the Pythagorean identities first. The Pythagorean identities were, just to remind you, sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. Right? That you take the angle, figure out its sine, square the result. Take the angle, figure out the cosine, square the result. Add those up. It should always, not should always equal 1. It does always equal 1. And likewise, we've got 1 plus the tangent squared theta is the cosine squared theta. No, it isn't. It's the secant squared theta. And 1 plus the cotangent squared theta is the cosecant squared theta. Right? Each one of these has that notation, which means figure out the trig function and then square the result. Figure out the tangent here, square the result. Don't square the angle, square the ratio of sides, square the output of the trig function.